13 and 14-year-old kids don't
So
want to ride
horny.
a Ferris wheel.
No.
The reason they're on the Ferris wheel is because you can get hand jobs on the Ferris wheel.
That's called the hand job wheel.
Well, and
The HJ wagon. Hello, we're back. Feeling good with Duddy. Another episode. What number? Don't know. Don't care. Kinda care, but not really. Anyway, we got a great show. We've got comedian Ali Makovsky with us. We're gonna do all your favorite segments. We're gonna talk about all sorts of weird shit, guaranteed. Here's your host, Duddy B.
That's right. You heard it. We are back. Feeling good with Duddy. We have another amazing guest today, and we will get to her in 1 second. But in other news, when this airs, I'm guessing I'll probably be about halfway through the Rome and Duddy acoustic tour. I'm guessing you guys are loving it, having a great time. Hope so.
Look at that. Duddy's future proclamating that he shall be killing it on the road. He's just assuming you're all going to love it.
To everyone who showed up last night, thank you so much. It was a great
Everyone
show.
who came future last night, really big appreciation.
Couldn't do it without you guys.
Sorry about those technical difficulties. It was the house, not us.
Yeah, but
in real now time, because it is what, February 10th or some shit.
I know it's February 10th because today is Jack's birthday. Oh, Jack is my son. He's turning 8 today.
The dinner is tomorrow night.
The dinner is tonight.
Oh, it is.
It's tonight.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
Okay, I did not. I was thinking tomorrow night. Okay, I got to go to dinner tonight.
Dinner tonight.
So for the listeners, this episode was recorded February 10th. It'll be out in a couple weeks in reality.
Yeah.
Duddy will be killing it on stage. And what about Jack's birthday?
Well, okay. First off, this past weekend I had One Love Fest on Friday night.
Yes, you did.
And so I got home, pretty late on Friday night, and then Saturday we had a party for Jack at our house. And
I saw that online.
And my wife liked to do this thing called a drop-off party. That's where all the parents just drop their kids off, right? I had 17 pretty much 8-year-old boys at my house, and it was an organized thing where we were going to be doing like Nerf gun wars, laser tag, all this shit. And my brother-in-law, Tyler, was supposed to come, and he was supposed to help me, and he was going to be, on one team, on the other. So we were like, he's helping me.
Yes.
He gets the flu.
He's the chaperone.
And cannot come. So I'm pretty much by myself. I mean, my wife was there. She was helping, but it was pretty much me wrangling fucking 17 cats all night long. It was
I saw it online, little clips on Instagram, and it was a shit show.
At one point, all of the kids were just fighting each other.
Yeah, pillows were swinging. I saw it all.
Not crying like mad fight, like they're just like, let's fight. So they all just started fighting each other.
Hell yeah.
It was insane. So, yeah,
So
that
you had a
happened.
good
But
time.
but today's Jack's actual birthday. That's how I know it's the 10th. So we got some plans for later. But, yeah, other than that, you guys know how it goes. I'm leaving for tour soon, so we stack these episodes and we release them a little later so we can continue to release them while I'm on tour. But that being said, let's just get into this one. We have an amazing guest today, Ali Makovsky. She's a hilarious comedian. She also has her own podcast, Resting Bitch. How's it going?
Good.
Oh, dude. You fucking surprised me with that.
Sorry, I did.
Usually it's like, and here she is, and then fucking bam.
It's me. Cue the fake applause.
You got it, dude. Standing O once again.
Yeah.
Everyone in here, thank you for that.
That party sounds wild.
It was wild.
That's way too many 8-year-olds.
It was crazy. I mean, when they all left, I just like sat down on my couch for a second. And like I realized I'd like never been more tired in my life.
Yeah.
And then they were all talking at all times. Like at all times, it was all of them yelling, trying to get louder, and it was.
I feel like it's one of those things where even when they all leave, like the next 2 hours, it feels like there's still kids running around.
Totally.
It's like after you go to a concert and your ears are still ringing, you're like, it feels like I'm still there.
You go to a rave, and then you're just laying in bed the rest of the night.
You're still bobbing your head.
I just got back from a rave cruise.
What
Really?
the fuck?
Yeah. So it was like like every time I went to my cabin to sleep, there was like still raving going on, and so it was just like a nonstop.
Wait a second.
I had one rave year of my life. It was 20 years ago.
I think that's smart. Like, do it, have a
did
good
1
time,
year.
and then like move on.
Yeah.
5 raves, 1 year. Because of my girlfriend 20 years ago.
Because of my girlfriend at the time, I remember, and it was like, and I didn't want to go to raves, and I remember it was this thing like she wanted to go, and like a couple had come and passed that like some of her friends went to and stuff, and she didn't go because I wasn't going to go, and eventually she's like, I'm going.
Yeah.
Regardless, if you would like to come, but if not, I'm going. I'm like,
you ain't going.
You ain't going without me. So I went, took the fucking ecstasy, did it, had the best time ever. Ended up going to like a few after that, but yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
It's so fun. And I was like so skeptical beforehand. I'm like, who the fuck goes on a rave cruise?
So yes, the rave cruise.
Oh, so you're not like in this.
No.
This is just I love
5
that.
days on a ship.
5 days.
Raving.
With fucking ravers.
Absolutely raving.
Did you just rave the whole 5 days?
Yeah, I got so into it. But I was so skeptical at first. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a nightmare. Like, because I was performing on it. I was doing comedy. And so I'm like, who goes to see a comedy show on a rave cruise? And it ended up being so much fun. I like got so into it. I was doing everything. And and I was sober the whole time.
What?
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait.
Totally sober the whole time. And I had like the best time of my life.
Did you do like ecstasy related jokes? Anything? Did you change up your set for the ravers?
Yeah, I mean,
jokes.
It's weird because like when I normally do comedy, I'm wearing like what I wear. Like I wore this last night, and I wear normal clothes. But when you're on a rave cruise, you're coming from like a twerk shop, so you're in like a bathing suit top and like a zebra skirt, and you're like, I can just do comedy in this, and everyone here is like, yeah, that makes sense.
You just look. Yeah, if you dressed normal there, you'd be weird.
Yeah, it would be like, why?
Who's this teacher?
And even what's normal? Like, so for the listeners, Allie has pink hair, and she's got like a pink, big puffy jacket. She's got a pink. Is that Lacoste,
polo?
which I fucking love. Lacoste pink polo. I mean, she's pinked out. She still looks like you could be at a rave, but she also looks like she could just be walking at the beach.
There's more daytime rave vibes.
Yeah, daytime rave. Yeah.
Drugs haven't quite kicked in yet.
No.
But you look fucking cool.
Thanks,
you could
man.
easily have pulled that off on the rave
Thank
stage,
you.
I say.
Yeah, it was such a good time. But
Functional rave gear.
yeah, raving is like, it's a lifestyle that I just can't commit to.
No.
But I had a blast. Like, I pray that they bring me back next year because it was so much fun. It's called Friendship.
Friendship.
Oh, peaceful.
Oh, that makes sense.
I like
friend.
that.
It's beautiful.
Oh, fuck. I lost my fucking train of thought.
Did you not take your Alpha Brain today?
I did not take my Alpha Brain. No, I did, but it didn't work.
Do you take Alpha Brain?
I do.
Do you think it works?
I do.
I'm skeptical.
After a while, like it's one of these things we're talking about on it, you guys. Alpha Brain, it's a product Duddy and I take. You're not going to notice it right away, but after you're taking it, you just start to remember names, and you kind of it seems like it. I don't lose my keys, which I do all the time. I seem to put them in the same spot now.
I think I may have told this.
I feel like I'm a little sharper.
Totally, 100%, and I know I'm a little sharper because this happened. I think I may have said this.
You said this already.
I remember the guy's
the
name.
homie's dad's name.
Dude, I met a dude.
He was so funny. This is the fucking third time he's told this story.
He's so pumped about it.
This is on plug right here.
This is your testimony.
I met one of my son's friend's dads. Met him for 2 seconds. Saw him a fucking couple days later. Ran into him. I was like, "Hey, Robert, how are you?" Totally remembered his name.
Wow.
I never remember anyone's name.
Yeah, especially a Robert.
And
what a boring name.
Remember my name, and I was like, "It's Dustin."
And here's some Alpha Brain.
Alpha Brain, right there.
Damn.
On it.com.
Yeah, I told them.
Question.
Ooh.
Sorry.
No. Get to the question.
I was so excited. I just have to know: are people still wearing the huge fucking pants? Is that a thing still? That's gone.
People are wearing the least amount of clothes.
Oh, it's just underwear, bra.
Yeah,
and,
I imagine if you're doing like a on land rave festival type of thing, maybe during the day there'd be more like puffy pants. But when you're on a boat, you're wearing few items.
Lots of pasties.
Yeah, lots of pasties.
Maybe they'll invite our podcast on next year. We'll cover the shit out of it.
Yes.
All right, sorry.
No, it was so fun. Anyway, yeah, I love that. Why did we bring up raving though? Oh, your old lovers.
Oh, that's right.
Your old
lovers of
got
the
you
past
into it.
that made us rave for 1 year.
What was it? It was the. I was doing raves at the time of the green triangles. You remember that? That was the big ecstasy.
Yep.
Did you get green triangles?
That was the
That
cool
was it.
pill to
That was
take
it.
back then.
Really?
You got the green triangle.
What was
called
it?
No one even called it Molly, isn't it? Is
No,
that
it
already
was
come
actually-
and
it was
gone? I'm
E.
40. All right, I
It
don't
was
know what the
E.
fuck's going
Let's
on.
get some
You're
E.
40?
I'm 40 years
How old
old.
are you?
38.
That's crazy.
We're so old.
Yeah, but you guys like seem so young.
Oh, thanks. We keep it young. I mean, we're fun.
Yeah, you're only as old as you feel, right?
Oh, hi. How you doing? Yeah, as
That's
long as you just
wild.
keep talking shit and have
Yeah.
fun and laugh
Yeah.
at everything, I think you're going to be young forever. How
Yeah.
old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, you're a baby child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which gets us.
You have your whole life ahead of you.
I know, that scares me.
It feels like you've been around forever still. That's
how it
insane.
feels.
So
Yeah.
let's get into this. Okay.
Okay.
Allie Makovsky.
We have a whiteboard with all
We got a
my stats.
whiteboard, and some of these stats are going to come up later.
34
but let's get to
CSs,
know
yeah.
her, and then we'll bring up her cup size, her parents' marital status, and other things. But you're 24.
I'm 24.
And
yeah.
When did you start in comedy? You've been doing comedy for a long ass time already. It
5
seems
years.
like- yeah.
5 years.
Holy shit!
Which,
so
like, in
19.
the comedy world is like nothing.
Where did you grow up?
So, okay, I was born in Torrance at the Torrance Hospital. But then I pretty much grew up in Long Beach, and my parents got divorced, and we kind of moved around different parts of Long Beach. But I always went to school in Orange County, like Los Alamitos High School and stuff like that. And then my mom ended up moving to Seal Beach and Rossmore and stuff like that. So I've been kind of around these parts for a while. But then I moved to LA because, okay, so I moved around Long Beach, went to school in Orange County, and then I went to college for like a second, and I dropped out because I was like, I just want to do comedy. I knew that that's what I wanted to do. So I moved back home with my parents, and about like a year into doing stand-up, I was like, I need to just move to Hollywood. Yeah. So I've been up there for like 4 years now, a little over 4 years.
Just got sick of driving
Yeah.
to Hollywood. Because even though, like, for people listening, I mean, this is all Southern California, all these places that she's talking about, Seal Beach, Torrance, this is all Southern California, kind of LA, Orange County. These are two counties that touch each other. But driving from Orange County to LA to do comedy, I mean, you're fucked. There's no good way to go to LA. It takes forever, traffic all the time. So, yeah, if you want to do comedy, the vast majority of comedy clubs are in LA.
Yeah.
And you just said, screw it. At what age?
I think I was like 18, about to be 19. Yeah, I was like, I think I started like in July or something when I was 18.
Well, how does comedy start for you? When did
So
you start?
I was in high school and I had a boyfriend, a little high school yummy little relationship.
He made you rave.
And we were we were very
okay,
boring.
Yeah.
We were like so boring. And then once I broke up with him, I started like going crazy and I was like finding myself.
He was holding you back.
I think we were both holding each other back. I was like, I lost my virginity to him, so we were just boning nonstop at the park. Because you can't. In my Jeep Grand Cherokee at the park.
Nice.
And so once I got out of that relationship, I started like watching a lot of comedy online and going to the Laugh Factory all the time. And I would see all these comics, and I was like, man, I just want to do what they're doing. And it seems so cool. I was like, fuck. And so then I just talked to one of the comics. I saw Dane Cook after, and he was like the first comedian I listened. Like my sister would pick me up from elementary school. She would play Dane Cook CDs in the car. So it was like this weird full circle thing where I saw him performing, and I was like, how do I do this? I was like, I'm 17. I don't know like what to write about. No one wants to hear from a 17-year-old. And he was like, there's an open mic here, just come to that. And so I went home, I wrote all this material, it was so bad. And then the next week I signed up for the open mic and I went up, and it was the craziest feeling. I like knew immediately, I was like, this is what I want to do. But in that moment, it was so scary that I was like, but I'll just like go to college for a second and then return to the idea of it. So I did that, and I felt so bored at college and unfulfilled. I was like, I need to just get into this right away. So
Nice.
Did you do any in between that, or was it one experience?
I did that one open mic,
and then you said, "Let me get my degree in something, then I'll come back and test this." But right away you said, "Nah."
I think I knew that college wasn't going to work out, but I was also like so scared after that first open mic that like I was like, I don't know how I'm going to like be able to be good at this or comfortable.
How did that first one go?
Yeah,
I was just shaking, just shaking. So like I have a video of it. And,
oh no, I wish you had that right now.
No. It is so
Send it.
bad.
My airdrop's on.
And it's like this dead open mic. There's like 10 people there who are also waiting to go up. And I'm just like...
We've talked about that on the show where you're a young up-and-coming comedian. You go to open mics, and it's all other comedians that are there, and they don't want to laugh. You got to be so funny to make them. They don't want to laugh for you.
Yeah.
They just want to go do them. And so here you are, 17-year-old girl... trying to make a room full of comedians laugh.
Well, and because I did it, I didn't know about like coffee shops or bars, and I couldn't even get into bars at the time, but I didn't know. I thought the Laugh Factory was like, I was like, this is it. I'm just going to keep doing the open mic here and that's it. But it's just like a bunch of tourists who are like, I'm going to try comedy while I'm in LA.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, because like the guy who filmed my video was this like Italian tourist, and so he filmed my set. And you could just hear his laugh. He's like, ha 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 ha.
That's so funny. That's part of it now. I'm going to go to LA, sign up for an open mic, and I'm not a comedian, but I'm on vacation. Let me get a picture of me at the fucking Laugh Factory.
Yeah, so yes, exactly. So all these stories,
Never thought of that.
So it's like definitely not, I mean, now it's kind of changed a little bit, I think, but yeah, I did that and I was like, I'm never coming back here again. And then I did, once I dropped out of school, I went to an improv, like, drop-in class, because I was like, if I do, like, an improv drop-in class, I'll feel more comfortable, I'll be at ease. And I left early, and I went to a coffee shop down the street, and they were having an open mic, and I was like, this is a sign. So I did the open mic, and that's when I started.
Nice.
Yeah.
You just got to do it. With comedy, you just have to continue getting on stage, and even if you suck, you just keep sucking, and then eventually you find who the fuck you are up there.
Yeah,
is like kind of what people say.
Yeah,
there is no school, there's no class, there's no I mean,
there are classes.
You can take them, but
the best class is just doing it. Because people always ask me. They're always like, "What advice do you have?" And I'm sure it's the same with like music and stuff. People are always like, "What do I do?" And I was the same way. Like I hit up so many comedians I looked up to before I started doing it because it's scary to do something, but if you talk to someone about it, it kind of feels like you're doing it, and it feels like you're making progress. But everyone told me, they were like, you just have to do it.
You just have to do it. It's true. And I mean, that's the best way to learn. And I mean, like you said, I mean, we get younger bands or kids all the time asking like, how do you do it? How'd you make it in the music business? How do you do it? And it's like, if there was just like a recipe that worked, like everyone would do it, but it's just like you just got to go out there, really start hustling and doing it, and you have to really like love it and have a passion for it. You can't just be like, I want to be famous, you know? It's like you're going to fall off soon because you don't love it and you don't really know what you want to do.
And it's not going to be, I think the idea of being famous isn't as exciting as it is, you know, because like I get to hang out with like pretty famous people and we just do the same shit. It's just more expensive.
Totally.
And it's like, but they're still the same person. It's like nothing's going to change except the places you get to eat.
It's not far off.
It's not, and another thing too, because this is a perfect subject, because there are lots of listeners that are like, how do you make it? Even making it isn't making it like you think. I'll never forget, I'm not going to say the band name, but one time...
Whisper it.
It's not even a big deal. They probably wouldn't even care. This isn't a diss, but I had a band and we would be on tour with far bigger bands.
Wait, so you also do music?
Yeah, I don't really do it anymore, but yeah,
okay.
I had a band and we toured with big bands all over the country. That. We toured with them. And one of the biggest bands that we ever toured with, I remember we were talking to him backstage and our guitar player was like, man, what does it feel like to have made it? And this is a band that's had several hits over like 30 years. They've just been around forever, always have songs on the radio. And our guitar player was asking him, how does it feel? You've made it. And he's all, I don't really feel like we've made it. He's all, if we stop this band right now, we all have to get jobs for the rest of our life. He's all, so if we don't keep writing music, keep putting out songs, then we're done. You know, he's all, we can only sustain so long off what money we've made. So it made me go, wow. So yeah, kids are sitting at home and they're listening and they're like, you know, I'm going to write a one hit single and I'm going to make it. It's like, you have to love it. It goes back to what Duddy said and what you're saying. You'd get on stage and do comedy even if no one paid you. It seems like you just want to do it. And Duddy would be playing music even if you weren't being paid. Some form, you'd be doing it because you fucking love it. The getting money for it part and the whatever making it part, that just sustains you to keep doing it.
Totally.
You can never just go to an island and be like, I'm done. I made it. I shall now sip umbrella drinks for the rest of my life. Like, maybe you too could do that. And like, that's it.
There's the handful of, like just crazy pop stars or the top comedians or whatever that could do that. But that is like
it's like
0.1%.
And the people that I know who can do that, it's like, a lot of them don't want to. It's like they want to keep working.
Exactly.
They wouldn't be doing what they love.
But I'm sure it is nice to have the option of like being able to just fuck off whenever.
Yeah,
that was my dream always.
Yeah.
I always had this fantasy where I'm just going to do this for a while, like with music. I was like, I want to fucking just go surf for the rest. I want to just sit on a fucking island and get waves. Like, that was my dream. And then I realized, the dream should be to be on stage every night. That's how you achieve going.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, maybe it's not for me. Maybe I should go do something else. Maybe I should just go to the beach.
Yeah. Just hang out.
I
think I realized, like, because when I started comedy, and this might be the same with music, like, I think, when I started stand-up and I was doing open mics, I saw like the end, or like what I thought might be the end, or like, the peak or the highest point that I wanted to achieve. And I never visualized the process of getting there, going to the open mics every night, driving to Long Beach at 3 a.m. from LA, like thinking that I'm not funny, or watching my friends like do really cool things and being like, am I not doing the right thing? Is that what I should be doing?
Oh shit.
You don't see like, I didn't visualize all of the weird things in between. Like, I'm doing comedy every night, but I'm like struggling to pay rent, all that stuff. And then like this year, I feel like is the most comfortable so far that I've felt, or more comfortable than the past 4 or 5 years have been. And I was getting so caught up in like the business side of comedy and being like, I should have like these things in order and this to like show for whatever. And I went to London for like 2 weeks or something, and I was just doing like small shows and having a good time, and I couldn't get paid because I don't have a visa or anything. I was just doing shows because I'm like, I just want to perform. Like, it's like a work vacation. I get to have fun, travel during the day, and then have shows at night. And I was having so much fun, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what this is. Like, I just get to have fun every night, and there's like no pressure. Like, I don't need to have all of the things. Like, sure, I want all the things and it would be nice, but like I have so much fun just doing comedy. And once I lose sight of that and I'm trying to like get something out of it is when I have the least fun performing. Because I'm putting all of this pressure on myself that like doesn't need to be there. Like, at the end of the day, if I make one person in the audience laugh, like, that's such a good feeling.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to lose that sight sometimes, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, this is how I pay my bills.
Totally.
This is my job.
Totally.
So then, you can get in job mode sometimes. Like, I need to make more money. Like, what's going on? So it's easy to get there. But then, like you said, every now and then you're back on stage, you're doing it. You're like, oh, yeah, that's right. But I'm doing this because I love this.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this. So at the end of the day, at least I'm going to be doing something I enjoy.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of like that full circle thing where it's like, when I am performing just for fun, I'm performing much better, and in turn, because I'm performing better, those things will come. But if I'm performing to get those things, I'm not going to be performing as good, because I'm going to be in my head thinking about how I can like, finesse the system, and then those things aren't going to come. So it's like, if I lose sight of what's going to come, it's going to come. Like, I'm not going to be disappointed or let down.
You kind of stop being you. You're like, I'm going to shift a part of who I really want to be on stage because I think this other thing will make me more money.
Yeah.
It's like, no, be you. Make sure, because if you start hating being on stage, which is what would happen if you were faking the shit, you're like, talking to you now, this is exactly how you talk. It's your same cadence as when you're on stage.
Yeah.
It's like hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And so you can't fuck with that. I think you already know that now at 24, which is kind of fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Because now you can just go be you. But it's like, because look, the show is about feeling good. So this is all perfect because I think everything we're talking about is super positive, and whoever's listening can probably go, oh, fuck, I can put this into my life and use this today too.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's kind of like what you're saying is the goal is happiness. If you make the goal things, because you think the things will make you happy, then you don't even have a goal. Just try to be happy. Try to be happy at work. Try to be happy at home. And then guess what? You're happy and you're winning in life. And then maybe money comes with that. Maybe it doesn't. But if your goal is just to be happy, well, fuck, then you're a happy person. You win. So stay happy on stage for both of you guys. And in turn, money will come because you're good at what you do.
Yeah.
Or not. But at least you love it.
I've worked plenty of like food service jobs and weird odd jobs here and there that I'm like, if it comes back to doing that, I know how to do it. I could. But I think the fear of going back to that for me is so strong that I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want to go back.
I was a waiter. I was a waiter for a few years, and the thought of going back and doing that, it gives me crazy anxiety.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I heard I was watching some interview with Henry Rollins a couple years ago, and that's exactly what someone was like. You do acting, and you do this, and you do spoken words, and he's all, honestly, ever since I got into Black Flag, that was when I first like didn't have to have a job, and he's like, my entire career since that has been me not wanting to have to go back and get a job. He's all, because if any of this stops, if no one wants to hire me as an actor or no one wants to pay to see me speak, he's all, I got to go get a job somewhere. And so Henry Rollins was like, my whole life is just make sure you don't have to go back and get a fucking job, you know? And it's funny. It's like, because I mean, when there's nothing wrong with doing that, but fuck, I mean, that's what I do. I cut hair all day, but I found a job that I love to do. I'm not going to get rich doing it.
Yeah,
but I fucking love it,
dude. If I wasn't doing comedy, I would probably be like doing hair or doing like makeup or doing some sort of like. I love stuff like that.
It still feels like you're
Creative,
performing.
Yes, you are.
You're just sitting. I talk shit, dude. Everyone in my barbershop is a fucking comedian.
Yeah,
we just trash each other all day. I laugh all day.
I love like hair salon energy. There's an energy in there. And when I was growing up, my former stepmom, there's no word for an ex-stepmom as a child.
An ex-stepmom. Whoa.
Well, that's a double hit.
I know.
It's like,
isn't that kind of fucked up?
Stepmom, and then ex-stepmom.
My former
my ex-stepmom.
That's
ex-mom.
That's my dad's old fling.
Stex.
My dad's old fling.
Stex mom.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, her and my dad were together when I was like from third grade until I first went to college. So they were together for a long time, and she worked in a hair salon in Long Beach. And so I was just always in her hair salon. I would like clean up the hair around her booth. Sometimes she let me wash people's hair if they were down for it. I like loved just like the energy in a salon.
It is super fun. I went straight from being on tour with bands to that. And my whole thing was, I don't want to go get just like a jobby job where they tell me when I got to be there and tell me. And I had a friend who was a barber. He's all, watch me cut hair for 2 days and see if you like it. And I did, and I went straight to barber school. I was like, I'm going to be a barber now.
Do you have a tattoo of scissors on your arm at all?
I have no barber-related tattoos.
Great.
I will say, yeah, dude.
That is funny.
Anytime, I do not trust a hairstylist with scissor tattoos because they're too gung-ho about it from the beginning, and they're going to burn out quickly. Because it's the same with comedy. Whenever I see someone get a mic tattoo, I'm like, you're going to quit in a couple years. And it's just a fact.
The friend that goes to like culinary school and gets like the fucking knife,
a butcher
knife and some veggie tattoos.
So this is no joke, and I've told this story before, and I've had multiple barbers tell me too. Same shit happened to me in barber school. I had a dude in my barber school with me that had a barber pole up the whole side of his arm, and it said "Barber Life," And I'm like, you have not graduated yet.
Yeah, you don't even know the life.
Stick
Did
it
it really
out.
say Barber Life?
Oh, that's like a thing.
Oh, really?
Barber Life. Yeah, hashtag Barber Life. It's a fucking it's a horrifying thing.
I'm going to use that on all my posts now.
And
I think we found our word.
Yeah, look, I think it's kind of like old news in the barber, but it would be like, I'm fanning out dollar bills and fucking Barber Life. But this fool had the full. And now, to be fair, he is a barber. He's good. I see him online.
You still keep in touch.
Cool.
We're not fucking DMing each other, but I still follow him. We give him a little bap on the deal.
That's nice.
Passing hello. But so he's a barber now. You know, he knew the future, but
did he add a couple feet to that pole once he became?
Maybe he had a little scissor hit. Maybe it was his little vision board, like The Secret. He's all
now I'm going to do it.
And guess what?
I mean, if you go get a tattoo, then you kind of have to do it.
You better pass your test.
You got to fucking do it.
Yeah. How embarrassing is that? If you're like working in real estate with a barber life tattoo, you're like, yeah, things didn't really work out. This is the old me.
This isn't my only job.
Yeah.
This is the old me.
Real estate life.
Oh, it's just a little fucking sign. Bap sold. Fucking Bap sold.
Ooh, that's kind of sick.
Sold, bitch.
In escrow.
Yeah.
So you get a bunch of tears. That's how
I want to get a foreclosure tattoo. Just right above my ass.
No.
Foreclosed.
A little house in the back with bars on the windows and fucking grass is all shitty. Oh, fuck.
Love it.
We took a turn. Let's keep going. Okay, we're still learning. Where are we going?
Well, so how long into this did you go to the Kill Tony show?
Okay, so when I first started, I'm like 18, 19. I was living at my dad's house at one point, then I was living at my mom's house, and I was driving like 4 nights out of the week to LA to go to open mics, and then I was driving like 3 nights out of the week to go to Orange County to go to open mics. And I was going to the Comedy Store a lot and hanging out, and all of the door guys at the Comedy Store are all comedians. Everyone who works there is a comic. And so because I was going to so many open mics, all the guys who were working the door at the Comedy Store already knew me and already saw me at open mics. So they just assumed I was old enough to be there. Okay. So everyone let me in. Little did they know I was like underage hanging out at the Comedy Store, which is like very, not chill. And I was also like drinking there too. Like, it was
decidedly unchill.
Yeah, decidedly unchill.
The statute of limitations is up on that, luckily.
I've told them, I've been like, I'm sorry.
They know now.
Yeah.
When you had your 21st birthday there, they're like, what?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I was hanging out there a lot, and I would go to Kill Tony, and I would sign up to get on, and I got up a few times, and it was pretty funny, and I would, like, hang out and see Red Band after and Tony, and I think eventually they were like, who's this girl? And it was time for the former regulars that were on there, Sarah Weinschenk and Kim Congdon. They were done doing it, and so Tony had me and this girl Melissa come on as the newest regulars. And so I did that, and like a week goes by, and they're like, by the way, the Comedy Store's like, anyone under 21 can't be here. And we've found out that you're 21. Oh. So then I like became a regular, maybe like a year and a half into comedy. I'm probably like 20. And
look, most of our listeners know we've had other Kill Tony.
Joel.
We had Joel.
Berg.
We've had Vanessa Johnston.
Yes.
But Kill Tony is like, it's an open mic podcast that happens every Monday live. So when she says when Ali says she's become a regular, what she's saying, every single Monday she's on the show no matter what, and she has to perform a brand new minute. So you're writing a new minute every Monday.
Yeah.
For how long?
So as soon as I became a regular, I wasn't doing it until I turned 21.
Oh, right, because you got booted out immediately.
Yeah, but then once I started doing it, I think I was doing it for about 2 years.
Oh, wow.
The longest running regular.
I think so.
In the history.
I think so.
I think so. I'm pretty positive so.
Yeah.
Nobody's been 2 years.
That's a long time.
It was a long time, and it was so fun, and I got to meet so many cool people, and that's how I like, so I'm like a year and a half, maybe at this point, like 2 years into comedy, and Russell Peters is one of the guests on the show, and he like lets me do guest spots for him, and it was like the first time that I got kind of like the opportunity to be seen by big comedians who would never be able to see me in any other situation. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I met like Joe Rogan and stuff, because he was a guest on the show. And when I stopped doing it a couple months later, Tony was like, hey, I just gave Joe your phone number, he wants to see you do guest spots at his show. So then I like went to the Ice House, did guest spots, and I thought I blew it because I was supposed to do 10 minutes on these shows, and I ran the light. I did like 15, 17 minutes, which is like a no-no.
Oh,
and I just like didn't see the light, and I was so excited. I didn't even like think about it. And so I was like, oh, this is over. Like, this is so unprofessional. I was so embarrassed. He was like, you know what? You were like doing a great job. If you were bombing and running the light, like I would have been pissed. Other people who take you out on the road wouldn't like that.
So running the
He's
light.
like, but that's chill. Yeah, running the light is when you go over your time.
So they flash a light at you
And
when
you
it's
gotta
like,
stop.
yo, your time's
So
up.
yeah, so like they'll ask you before you go on. They're like, "When do you want your light?" Some comics want like a 1 minute light, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I normally do like 2 minutes, depending on how long I'm doing. But yeah, I guess I got the light and I just didn't see it, and I wasn't timing out my set, and so I was just like letting the good times roll, and I was like, "This is over."
Wow.
And then it wasn't over. He was like, he had me continue, and now I like get to tour with him every once in a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
So for the bands, they'll just tell you like, hey,
Running the
there's
light.
a curfew at 11.
Oh
And
yeah.
if you're not done, we just turn everything off.
It's the
And
same.
we've had it
yeah.
happen. We've been like just mid-song.
That's crazy because
And you're
you
just
don't want to
like,
run the curfew because don't you get charged like
then
a
you'll get
crazy
charged.
amount?
It's like, I mean, each place is different, but I mean, some places are crazy where it's like every minute you go over, it's 10 grand. Per
Whoa.
minute, shit like that.
It's,
You know,
a lot of
or,
times there's
or
a
it could even be like, oh, if
neighborhood.
you guys don't stop, like we could arrest your sound guy, and there'll be a cop sitting there with his like watch,
Oh my
like,
God.
looking at the watch and looking
Yeah.
at your sound guy, and the sound guy's looking at you, going, "You've got 10 seconds, or I'm going to jail." You know?
Certain places in America, depending on the local government, like
Yeah,
they're
it's
insane.
crazy.
Or some venues are in the middle of a neighborhood, so there'll be a sound.
Yeah.
And it's like not a fucking second past 10 o'clock, or or it's
Yeah.
woo,
Yeah.
fire
It's
trucks.
crazy. So
Yeah,
and then
they're
sometimes
insane.
it's like, and then like, and the fans don't know that, you know. So and
Yeah.
then sometimes it looks really bad on the band because like we've had times, for instance, too, where it's like, okay, we're supposed to play like an hour and a half. There's all these technical difficulties from the house, nothing
Yeah.
to do with us. We start 40 minutes late. But
then
you
you
gotta
only
be
have-
done, you know.
Yeah.
They're like, you only played 30 minutes. You're like, I didn't want to go to jail and pay 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, like
You guys were you were talking about how you guys just played One Love.
Yeah.
I remember I went to watch you
we
guys.
had to cut a song from One Love just like on the spur of the moment. We're like, can't play that song. We're gonna run out of time.
Yep.
And we had to be done at.
How do you
11 o'clock.
choose? How do you choose what song you're gonna cut?
Well, it's like you just kind of look down. Okay, well, we have 6 songs left, and we definitely only have time for like 4 or 5. And it's like, which
Sometimes
is,
are
which
you
is
like
the
stoked though?
weakest.
You're like, man, I did not want to play that song.
Sometimes it works in your
Yeah.
favor.
All right, that one.
Sometimes it works in your favor.
Or if there's a 6-minute long one, you're like,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
Hitting
No,
the
but-
bangers. But I remember a couple years, like 2-3 years ago, whatever, you guys were playing it. I went to watch you guys, and I think it was like Steel Pulse or some old reggae band. They were having technical difficulties setting up. They fucking ended up playing 3 songs.
No.
I'm like watching these guys set
I
up,
think
and
I
they
remember
couldn't
that.
get
that
shit
was
working.
at the OC Fair.
No. This one was at One Love.
Oh, this was at
Yeah,
One
it was
Love.
like 3 years
Oh,
ago
okay.
at One Love. And I guess it's happened again to them. They needed to fire their sound squad. But, dudes were running in, plugging in wires. Guitars weren't working. And then
Damn.
finally they get it going. 3 songs, show's over.
That sucks because and that sucks for the band too because you're traveling all this way, you're like doing all these things, and then by the time you finally go,
It's like,
you're like just there for a second. It's like that. What's the point of that? Even I can
And
only
it's-
imagine how annoying
And they
that
were
is.
playing
And I
it
can't say
fast.
never, but I mean, it's rarely the band's fault. It's
Oh,
normally
no.
it's something that's totally out of their hands, and you're just like,
yeah.
And
Look,
then-
it's been Axl Rose's fault. Okay, so
Yes,
Guns N'
that's
Roses,
why I said
but
I
not
can't
you
say
guys.
never.
Yeah. they're-
But, most of the time when it's something like that, it's like it's something that's totally out of the band's hand.
Yep.
And the whole crowd be like, play a song. You're like,
Do you always have to play "Lay Me Down"?
every show.
Oh, yeah.
for the
Look
rest
at you
of my
pulling a
life.
deep cut
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Hell yeah!
Because we
That
found
song-
out that you saw the Dirty Heads at the OC Fair
You
in
did.
2011.
Something like that.
Or it could have been.
Nice.
I
It
was
could have been
with
like
you guys at that
2009
time.
or 10.
It was
Okay,
2010.
yeah, it was
wasn't-
2010.
I was their tour manager that time. I was at that show with you guys.
Wow.
We have a picture on stage, like setting up the shit.
That's right.
Oh, I wish.
And that's when
I
Lay Me
wish
Down
I
blew
had-
up.
And the OC
Yeah.
Fair is another weird one. We actually we won't play that show anymore.
Oh, good.
We've
Yeah,
we've
smart.
taken it out and strictly because they have one of those ordinances where it's like you have to be so quiet. There's a dB limit.
Oh my
And a
god!
decibel limit. So like some venues have this too, where it's like, okay, if you're in a neighborhood or wherever it's at, you
Yep.
can't get louder than this.
Can we just knock down all of the venues in neighborhoods?
Yeah, it's
Because that's not
crazy.
fun for anyone.
Well, the OC Fair one is the worst. I think it's like 98 decibels, which is insane. It's so low that
it's
when
like ASMR shows.
yeah,
You're like,
when we play there, we can't even mic our drummer's drum set because he hits so
crazy.
hard that just him playing the drums with nothing else is
It
too
just
loud.
echoes
Wow.
out. There is a neighborhood surrounding, but the neighborhood's like 200 yards
It's
out,
Also,
man.
crazy.
if you're
Way out
moving
there.
into the neighborhood, hey, guess what? You know what's
There's
around.
going to be some concerts.
Yeah.
Once a year, you might hear
Yeah.
some jams.
My house,
Is that
my
a big
house is
deal?
right by a Carl's Jr. So I know going into it that there's going to be a lot of sketchy people in my neighborhood. A
What
lot
are you
of.
saying about people who eat at Carl's Jr.?
No, dude.
I'm saying it's affordable.
You
It's
knew
very
that
affordable.
moving in, it was going to smell fucking delicious
Yeah.
24 hours
I
a
was
day.
constantly going to be hungry.
Do you hear like the drive-through? Oh, can I get you?
No, I'm not that close.
Okay, good.
But
For
my
our-
mom's old place in Seal Beach, we lived in the Rossmore townhomes, which is off like whatever. I don't need to
Seal
go.
Beach Boulevard.
Yeah,
or
like
something?
Seal
Yeah.
Beach and Montecito. And there's a gas station right by our house, and then right next to it, there were like a bunch of different shops that would open up. Like at one point, it was like a donut shop, and so you would it was like Winchell, so you just smell the donuts in the morning. And then now it's a Chick-fil-A. But before that, it was like some other fast food place, and you could just smell.
It's just fun. You smell
Dangerous,
French fries.
yeah.
So
That's not fair.
they're building an El Pollo Loco across from our
Ooh.
barber shop, and it's supposed to have been open for a month now. So we're sitting here salivating, and they keep fucking cooking chicken in there. It's
But
not
it's not
open.
open?
No driveway yet. Like they
Wow.
haven't laid, but they cook the damn chicken,
For,
and then
like,
it
the
wafts
workers,
in, and
maybe?
we're just looking through the fence, like, dude.
Dude,
Not
I
yet.
fucking hadn't
Don't
had
do
El
this.
Pollo Loco in a long ass time, and
Me
I just
either.
randomly rolled through the drive-through of a El Pollo Loco like last week. Delicious.
Is
So
it-
good.
okay, I can't
The
wait.
tostadas there.
It was good. I got like some burrito. It was just
Counting
like
the
chicken.
days.
It was like chicken and avocado burrito or something.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bomb.
So good.
Grilled.
Every Wednesday when I start my work
Yeah.
week, I drive in and I just go, still a fence, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Open up.
Oh,
Give us the
man.
chicken. We want the chicken.
These are real problems.
So what's up? Why does it say in 2011 and then it says blacked
Yeah, were you
out?
blacked out at the Dirty Head show?
Oh yeah.
You were blacked out.
Oh yeah. SoCal, the school that I went to, very much into the dirty heads, very much into county fairs, very much into Sprite and alcohol mix.
Ah, Sprite and alcohol.
So we brought in a couple bottles, and yeah, I don't. That's why I put question mark, because I'm not even sure that I did see you.
You're like, I'm 14 at that point. What the fucking wasted were you? This was
14.
No.
So it must have been 2011.
No, because
or 12.
I was a freshman in high school, which was
Oh yeah, 14.
No,
14
I'm like
or 15.
Yeah,
at the
maybe I was
most?
14
You're
or 15. Yeah, maybe.
I was 13 when I started
I think I
freshman
was a
year.
13
but I
too.
turned 14. No, you
maybe
turned
just turned 14.
Yeah, you're right before the
Yeah,
school
yeah.
year starts. It could have been. You know what? It probably was 2011 then, because then you're a solid 14. Right?
Yeah.
A fucking Sprite and soda
yeah,
at 14.
yeah, it was probably 14. Yeah,
Maybe it was. You did play it like 4 years in a row. I mean, it seemed like you played it a few times.
a couple times in a row, and then we just said we can't do this anymore.
Yeah, so one of those years you saw them there.
Yeah,
You
in
were
high
blacked
school
out.
I lived for county fairs. I had a great time. I went there. I got really drunk. There's this guy Cooper I had a huge crush on who was dating my friend, and yeah, it was a good time.
Little just.
Did you ever go to
fact.
the St. Bonaventure Fair?
Yeah, yeah, only like once though.
Dude, that's still
our local
kicking.
banger.
That's
Really?
still kicking. I took my kids there this year.
Wow, is it weird going back like with kids and like?
Totally, because I was like, I know what I used to do here.
Yeah, a lot of hand jobs.
There's a park.
That's what
there's
I was
Right.
going.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's go up on the fucking.
Let's go on the Ferris wheel.
Check it out, dude. Yeah, 13 and 14-year-old kids don't
So
want to ride
horny.
a Ferris wheel.
No.
The reason they're on the Ferris wheel is because
Yeah.
you can get hand jobs
Yeah.
on the Ferris wheel.
That's
Oh,
called
yeah.
the hand job wheel.
Well, and
The HJ wagon.
Yeah, that's
And
not
it's-
sticky because of soda spilling.
no. And it's so exciting because when you're at the fair, you like get to just like do your own thing, be like what feels like an adult, and you also get to like meet kids from different schools
totally.
nearby. And so like your friends are introducing you, you're just like so horny seeing new people for the first time.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, do you,
Dude, so and here's another funny thing, which I have not gone back to the St. Bonaventure Fair, but I have to imagine, you know, when you're in 5th grade, you know, you think your school's the biggest shit ever. And then as soon as you get into junior high, you revisit your like little 5th grade school, and you're like, oh, how'd I even go here?
Yeah.
It's not
Like-
big enough. and the St. Bonaventure Carnival, when I was a kid, it was as big as the world, but it's a tiny
It's so
carnival
small.
on a little. It's in the
a
middle
parking
of our,
lot.
It
and
is-
you're like,
yeah.
Dude, you know
when you
what's
go back and you're like,
fucking
this
crazy?
is what that was,
Dude, same fucking rides.
Oh, the same shit. They haven't
when
changed
I was
it.
going there 15,
And the
20
same
years ago.
carnies.
20 years
Yeah,
ago.
same
Holy
ha-
shit. I was going
armless
20
guy
years
working
ago.
the rides.
But I know it's the same, that stupid little glass house maze
Yep.
that you walk through it in like 30 seconds and it costs like 5 tickets, which that's like $5. I went there with my kids and they had friends with them. So I had like 4 kids with me and we went for a couple hours. I spent like $200.
it's so expensive.
It is crazy.
It's fucked up.
Every ride costs like 4 or 5 tickets. Okay, well, I got 4 kids with me. There's 20 tickets for one ride that lasts fucking 30 seconds.
Now you're foreclosing
Boom.
on your home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the St. Bono Fair.
So, did your kids have fun?
Oh, they love it. I had fun too.
That's interesting
Yeah.
because we are but we didn't even have computers when
Yeah.
we were
That's
kids.
so crazy.
And
insane.
now think of what all these kids have.
Yeah.
Same fucking level of joy
Yeah.
at the fair.
Because it's what you said. They get to
Oh, that's
run
sweet,
around.
yeah.
All
kinda
their friends
cool.
are there and new friends. And like,
But the difference is that like all of them are like making TikToks on the ride.
That's
and
true.
they're
They're
like,
God.
filming their experience. That's
dude,
right.
My
dude.
fucking daughter's
Oh my
all
God.
in that.
is she?
And
How old
her
is she?
friend, she's 12.
Oh,
And,
are you scared?
Fucking terrified.
You should be
Terrified.
scared. TikTok's
And
a
she's-
dangerous place.
It's crazy, and she cannot stop dancing now.
Oh, I know. I
all
see it
day long.
And I know all the dances because I love TikTok. So I'll see like 12-year-old kids like doing the dances, and it's so hard for me not to go up to them and like try and be friends and be like, let's do the dance
Oh
together.
my God.
Oh,
What's
no.
your, how do I follow you? Yeah, don't do
Dude.
that.
Yeah.
All of her friends are doing it, so they'll come over and there'll just be a bunch of girls dancing.
Yeah, that's
Still
all they
waiting
do.
for the follow back, Daddy. Like, not a fucking chance. Get out.
Yeah.
So it's very different from the birthday party you had at your house this past
Oh,
weekend. It's
dude.
Sophie's birthday party. It's just 12 girls dancing throughout your house.
Oh my God, it's crazy. It's crazy. And they're at the age where they're all like figuring out that they're like girls and
Yeah.
they're all getting
That's
into
the-
that mode. They're like bras and shit.
12 is
And
when
I
you
was like,
start
nah.
figuring out manipulation tactics.
Oh, dude. And then she's
Yeah.
like, my daughter's
Yeah.
very pretty. You know, all her friends are like pretty girls. And then they're all very sweet and nice.
Yeah.
But like they're starting to figure out that they're like
that they
pretty
rule the
girls.
fucking
Yeah.
campus.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
it's-
oh, here we fucking go.
Well, now they're doing the pose in the photos. I see
Oh,
like the
dude.
look back, turn around fucking thing.
Oh,
and I'm like,
dude, I had to squash it quick.
Yep.
Okay, so I think I was the last parent at my daughter's middle school to allow her to have Instagram. Like everyone had Instagram, and I was like, nah, you ain't having no social media. I don't give a shit. And then for her 12th birthday, because all of her friends had it, and I was like, okay, now I think I'm just being kind of mean.
Yeah.
Now I'm just being a dick. So for her, we got her all this cool shit, right? And then one of the last gifts she opened, it was a box, and in it was just a piece of paper. And on the paper, it just said, you can have Instagram. She fucking lost her shit like I
my
just
God.
bought her a new car. Her
Yeah.
and her friends all started jumping up and down in the circle, screaming, like tears, like they were so
Yeah.
happy that I let her have Instagram.
Oh my God.
And then I had to get on
where
it
we're
quick
at.
because then she posted her first picture and she was so duck-lipped out. I was like, nope.
you know that she has a fake Instagram, right?
Don't you fucking say that.
How
to me.
dare you?
They all do. They all do.
They all do.
Why did
They
you
have
just
a
say that and
Finsta.
give me all this anxiety?
I know it's
Oh,
scary, but it's
no.
true. But you know what? You have to think about it like because for me, I get this like when I hear about that, it like scares me so much, and I'm like, oh no. But then I'm like, I was also a 12-year-old girl at one point. I was on, on all the weird Omegle chat roulette, talking to strangers online.
Yeah,
Yes.
That is
You
such
never
a like.
know who
let
you're
me
gonna
get
get.
my dick.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
that was.
And I'm like 12 years old on that with my friends, like laughing. And it's like, I was able to survive.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're there for her, you're loving, you're a good dad, like she's going to be fine.
She's good. She's a very sweet, good girl.
If
but
we're doing
she's
the-
still a fucking almost teenage girl.
It's
She
scary.
is. She's a tweener. But if we're doing the Ali Makovsky, little girl trajectory, she's 2 years away from blacking out
Yes.
at a fucking
Dirty
Dirty Heads
Head
concert.
show.
Yes.
So
Oh
at least
my
you'll be there.
God.
And 3 years away from following Modest Yahoo at 2 separate Orange County fairs.
Oh shit!
When I was 13,
and then the high school.
I was
lover.
already for sure. When I was 13, I was already smoking pot. I was drinking. I think I was banging already.
At 13?
Yeah,
damn.
He was ahead of me. I'm the older brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was like straight edge until
Whoa.
I was like a
Silly
senior,
was like a
in high
senior.
school. Like I had to
hide. I was partying hard already,
I was
and
banging.
I was
I was
hiding it from
banging.
my parents
Not a monster.
and my brother.
That's crazy.
I knew,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, but I just
Did you
thought
guys
it was
hang out in high
bad.
school and stuff?
yeah, kind of. Well, we always did the band stuff. and
Yeah, he
music
was.
and-
We were both did music. It was like we all had friends that were kind of friends, but even a 2-year gap is
In
like
high
enough
school.
to not be the same. Friends.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
Yeah, so we were always hanging around each other though. Yeah, and some
Yeah.
parties we'd be hanging together. But I think when the music thing started is when we started being more aligned because we're
That's
all
so
doing the same
sweet.
shit. I mean, we've been playing music. I had a band. We both had bands in high school. You know.
Yeah.
I love that. How was the Orange County scene at the time that you guys started? Because Orange County is
It
like
was-
legendary
it was
for
cranking.
music.
It was cranking.
So I'm in high school when like fucking Green Day and all that shit blows up on the radio. So you have
Ooh.
Green Day and Offspring and Pennywise. And
Such a
fucking-
great time.
All this shit is blowing up, and I'm in high school and I'm a surfer. So all my surf videos have all these punk bands.
Yeah.
And we start a band, and without it. So in my high school, I was in a band, and this other big reggae band, the Simpkin Project, that a lot of people in the reggae community know.
They're still
They were
playing?
at our school. My brother's at my school, and he's got a band. The guys from Avenged Sevenfold went to Huntington at the same time. All of our bands
One
played
of
together.
them went
Yeah.
to Marina though.
No.
One
no.
of them went to
Two
Marina.
of them were at Huntington, and 2 of them went to Ocean View.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
but
right, you're right.
we all had our high school bands together, and we formed this. There would be fucking 400, 500 kids at all of our
That's
shows.
crazy. Yeah.
And all of these bands came up to be the Dirty Heads, Avenged Sevenfold,
Yeah.
and my band was big for a while, or big enough locally, but not not like these guys. But it was a huge explosion
great.
of a scene.
That's so fun.
And then Bradley passed away from Sublime right there, and this whole reggae thing
Yeah.
exploded, and it was just everyone was in a band. All the bands were doing great. Shows were selling out.
Yeah.
It was a crazy time for music, and like Offspring was from Huntington Beach. You know,
That's- I didn't
Korn
realize-
was
yeah.
like from Huntington. All
Yeah.
these bands were from around here. It was wild.
That's
it
so
was fucking
fun.
awesome. Yeah.
Damn.
Ska was all big. Remember, No Doubt blew up. This is like when we were in high school.
I
This
could
that was
never do the
before
ska.
me, but-
well before you. Yeah. Good 10 years, But yeah, it was absolutely nuts. It's almost like the comedy scene right now.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's doing
Booming.
comedy. People are all having success.
I just want to give you guys a quick update. Before I came in, I had broke a nail, and I just want to confirm it is
It's all the way
off.
off.
It's
Oh, it's all the way
I
off?
got it
yeah,
off.
I've been looking horrified at that little,
Yeah.
it looked like a diving board. It was just dangling.
It was hanging off.
Yeah.
And I got it off, and I feel good about it.
You
I
finally
don't
took that dive into that
like-
cold pool.
Broken nails and stuff.
No.
But it's not even real. There's, this is just plastic or
Yeah.
whatever
Looks real.
acrylic is made of.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it better.
I like to when I'm with my friends. I was in Florida and I had these. This started out because I went to Florida after my rave cruise, and for the rave cruise in Florida, I was like, I need to get fake nails that only make sense, and so I got them. But then I just like bang thing, I'm just like kind of a mess of a person, and they're falling off, and I would just like surprise my friends I was with and be like, here you go, and just
Here's
like
a
give
little
them my
piece of me
nails.
for you.
Yeah,
Piece of nail.
we'd
To
like
have.
be out at a bar, and I'd be like, oh my god, I got something
Add
for you.
that somewhere in here. Can we
Oh,
put that
yeah.
on the counter.
Let's hang it.
Slide that
Oh.
fucking baby over here. She flicked it
Dude,
for the listeners.
I
It was
love
a
when
flick. It was a
people give us stuff to add to our shelves. It makes me feel
Wow,
good, Jake.
that's nice.
I'm gonna wear this like a shark tooth
Yeah.
choker.
Oh my!
Yes.
Is what I'm gonna.
That's
do
my
with
new
that.
merch.
Yeah.
AllieMacofsky.com. I'm
can-
selling my nails.
Little earrings, and
People-
I wore every
people
one
are
of
really
those
into
earrings.
pins, the little enamel pins. These
Yeah.
days, you should just have a broken nail pin
Nail
that says
pins?
your name on it. I bet you'd
I'm
sell
down.
a shitload of them.
Do you
down.
always get? Is this not a normal thing for you? The nails?
No, I go through phases. I go back
Okay.
and forth with them. Sometimes they're just like not practical at all, but I really like the feeling of like
So if you're
it
getting
makes me
pissed
feel
at someone,
powerful. Yeah.
you can be like, oh, okay, I think you fucking think that you can. Fucking...
This also sounds so ridiculous, but it makes my hands feel like skinny and long.
they do
with
elongate
nails.
the deal.
Okay.
It's
Like,
like
look
one
at
of-
how fat this middle finger looks now. It just looks so stubby and
Oh, yeah.
angry. But the rest of the nails,
Still like it. There you go. It is. It's like the long cigarette of the past. You know, the classy ass long.
Yeah, the rest of these are Virginia Slims. This one's a Camel no filter.
Oh, you got
a no filter.
nose.
That shit's crazy.
Those are wild. Yeah.
I had
I had a smoking stage of my life. I haven't smoked a cigarette in over like 10 years now, but
Whoa.
Yeah, but at one time I
recovery.
smoked, and I'll never forget. This was when I was still a waiter, and I was getting off work, and I mean, I smoked like light.
You have to
cigarettes,
smoke it.
You know,
Yeah.
I was like light cigarettes, and I never was like a heavy smoker. I'd have like a couple a day maybe, but I was leaving, and I was like, asked one of like the busboy dudes, this, hey, can I bum a smoke? And he gave me one. I didn't really look at it, and I'm walking to my car, and I light that thing up. It was a Camel. Oh, and it was a Marlboro Red no filter. That shit knocked
That
me
guy was
out.
a felon. Whoever gave that to you had definitely been to jail before.
He
That
made
shit
those.
changed that might be why I don't smoke anymore. That one fucking cigarette.
I'm on the Juul. I'm a big Juul fiend.
So my thing with that is I have, and I'm not talking shit because
Talk shit.
I'm not
Yeah,
talking mad
you're
shit.
talking shit.
No, but
Talk
I have a
shit.
few friends like that they quit smoking. But they went
They
over
Juul
like the Juul
way
and
more.
all fucking day. I'm
Oh,
like, so
yeah.
now instead of smoking 5 or 6 cigarettes, you are literally
Chain
smoking
smoking.
24 hours a day. You're puffing on that thing. Is that better for you? I don't
No.
know.
Yeah, it's a lateral move.
And it's
or
not
even-
cheaper.
even a
That's
downward.
It's so expensive.
So now you're spending more money and smoking more. What? How is
Congratulations.
that better?
Yeah, no,
Good job.
Not talking
It's
shit.
empowerment. Not talking shit, but
That's
I
our
think
new
it's
segment, not
ridiculous.
This
talking-
show is brought to you by Juul.
I actually like that. I want to do a new segment called Not Talking Shit where all
We
do
just
is
talk
talk
shit,
Talking
yeah.
shit. But you didn't hear nothing from me.
No.
It's a great segment.
And but people get butthurt, I've noticed.
Hey,
I'm
not
gonna-
talking shit, but that beanie is like,
Is it not cool? Oh,
It's not
fuck.
cool.
Well, even though you're not talking shit, I'm hurt by that somehow. But dude, we got a couple people that we have that no more words segment we talked about. I don't think we have a word for it today, but
I think one of the something life, like barber life or
that's a double
something
hit.
life. I hate people who say like
Something
this thing
life.
life. It's like just live.
Yeah.
And the life will happen. You don't need to like title your life.
Okay.
everything you say could be attached with life.
Yeah.
You're an
Life.
organism.
Jewel life.
You're a living organism. But I saw there's people online got butthurt at one of our no more words posts. They're like,
Really?
"Hey man, how about not be so uptight and just let people live?" And it's like, "Hey, comedy.
Yeah, just a
We're,
joke.
We're trying to make you laugh.
We're
okay?
not banning
We
actual
don't
words.
Hate you if you use the word fam. Don't like you because of it either, but just comedy, my friend.
Yeah.
Trying to make you laugh, trying to put positivity
I am
out
pissed.
there.
I am
You
pissed
stop
that
being
you
so uptight.
banned the word lit.
Yeah, you had a little
It
grievance
was
there.
being overused.
Yeah, but it is.
It's lit.
It's
You know-
a necessary word.
You know what? Fuck it. It sounds like
Fuck
we're
it.
talking about words, so. It's our drop. It's widely creative. No more. Fucking don't use this word.
All right.
Ooh, I like
well,
that.
I'm going to throw this out there because we did on
Well, wait, no, I wanted to hear what Ali has to say here.
Oh, sorry.
This is
Sorry.
no, you were
Sorry.
So the first word we ever no more worded was lit, and we told Ali.
That
and
was
she's
the
like,
first
it was the
one?
I think it was with Joel potentially. No, he was with Fam.
That was
Okay.
with
He was fam.
Ashley.
Oh, Ashley was a UFC fighter. Yeah,
Oh,
Ashley Evans Smith.
sick.
So we got rid of lit, and so you are not happy with that.
No, I think we need to bring lit back.
Unlit
it
is what you're saying.
Yeah.
We're bringing back
We're
a
lighting
word that
the
we've
fire, and it's getting lit.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess, are we bringing lit back?
lit.
I support the idea behind banning lit, that it is used too often, but I don't think we need to get rid of it. I think we need to just use it a little bit less.
Okay.
A little bit less.
Can we meet her halfway on that?
We can
Well,
be
it's just
halfway.
like,
Let's use
yeah.
less. Well, that's like with Sam. I had one where I guess it's not a takeaway, but I said people just use the word literally too much and not right.
Oh,
if you use
yeah.
the word literally more than once in a sentence,
Yeah.
you're using it wrong.
Yeah.
And it gets overused.
Yeah.
So I don't want literally to be gone. Let's just use it correctly. And not
Look
so
up the
much.
definition,
Yes.
figure out how to use it properly in a sentence, and use it when necessary.
Thank you.
I'll
That's all
create
I'm
a
asking
new
for.
segment for that. Like use it correctly,
Okay.
and I'll get a draw.
I have
no
one-
more words.
Use
Get the fuck
it
out of
All
here.
right.
correctly.
For our other segment,
Use
then
that fucking-
Josh, our behind the scenes cameraman, he came to me with one today, and Jake didn't want to use it.
I mean,
'cause
I'm
it's not a
staunchly
word.
against
It's not
it.
a
It's
word.
not-
I get it, but this is true. It gets used all the time. Wrong. When someone says
I
something
agree
to
with
you,
that.
and you go, "I could care less." I could care less. I couldn't care less.
That's such a roast.
Is what it should be. It should not be I could care less.
If someone's
I
like...
couldn't care less is how you need to say that, people.
Yeah. I feel like saying I could care less is such an insult. Like, that hurts. Like, if you literally, if you literally look at what it means and what it's saying, it's so rude.
Well, it's like I could care less means like you kind of care. So if someone's like, yo, did you hear about that shit? And you're like, I could care less. You're like, so you kind of care? So you want to hear about it? No, I couldn't care less about that is how you would say it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jake, you might have been right.
Yeah,
Jake
I
didn't
am
want
right.
to bring this up today. He's like, that's stupid. Let's not bring it up. I
My
don't know
thought
why.
was it's got to be words that I want taken from the human lexicon, thrown into space, and never used again.
What about the word lexicon?
No, it's a great word.
No, I'm fucking with lexicon.
I like
And,
okay, another great word?
It sounds Star Trek-y.
Maven.
See,
a
now-
new word I learned.
This is a segment
maven.
Duddy wants to put in called a word he wants to add
Like
to
more.
the
It needs
lex.
to be used more.
Yeah, and so we'll come up with that.
Okay.
But so today I'm like, we have to have a word like, look, fam, I'm done.
Okay.
I
can agree with you on that. Yeah.
You're never talking to your family. What's up, fam? It's never
Fam
a
had
family
its moment.
It was fun for a minute. We all said it.
The fam splitting up. No more fam.
Not sorry for being uptight, but we've all said it. But it's gone. Its time is it's gone. Sam Tripoli threw in woke. I mean, whatever, dude. I think woke's had a big old fucking shining 15 minutes of fame. We can do without it. There'll be another. There'll be another one.
I've ever said the word.
Yeah, me either.
Say it now.
Yeah, say it.
Woke.
Feels
Whoa.
good. Huh?
It doesn't feel
It
good.
doesn't. It
actually
feels weird.
gross.
Yeah, the song's sick. Fucking stay woke. I mean, I think that's what started it. I don't know what he says after that. I'm always like, "Mommy's sleeping." And I'm like, that can't be. Cannot be.
Mommy's sleeping.
What's he saying?
I thought he was saying they be creeping.
Oh, they be creeping.
I could be totally. It might be mommy sleeping. Mommy might be asleep right now, but we got to stay woke.
It can't be mommy's fucking sleeping. I mean,
better
it's,
say they
if it is, I don't like the song anymore.
Yeah.
But I love the song. Stay woke. Yes. They be creeping. Oh, look at that. Get that.
Damn.
Nothing
Yeah,
like
so-
a 10 in the morning falsetto.
That was like a falsetto. You
Yeah.
faked the fake.
I think it
It
was
was a deep
mostly
fake.
just me breathing out, but making it sound like something.
It sounded, you hit the note. You fucking hit that note again.
Damn.
She can sing.
I'm the
that a
new
C-sharp?
singer.
Is that
Get
a
her on
C-sharp?
some
Maybe
high end
C-sharp.
backups.
Oh, man.
So anyway, no more words. Like Duddy and I were discussing it before the show, and we're just like, let's just talk about it. We don't give a shit.
I could care
And
less.
we're trying to really hyper focus in on what it needs to be. Shit that you never want said again. I had one. Duddy severely disagreed with me.
I'm not into it.
I'm going to put it out there.
Oh.
It's a 2-word combo that I
Whoa.
never want put together ever again.
Double penetration.
Double stinger. No, but here's my thing. Separated, both words are fine. Together, there's no need
What
for
is
this.
it?
Guilty is a great word.
As
You're fucking
charged.
guilty. Yeah, you have to have it. A judge, guilty. You know, it's one of the most fun things to say.
Pleasure.
Hey, did you fucking pleasure? What a word, right? Put them together.
Guilty pleasure.
There's no fucking need. Oh, chocolate cake. It's my guilty. You don't need to be guilty. You're a human.
You
That's
want,
a pleasure.
you want people to own up
Eat
to
it.
what they like. You
Yeah,
don't want
like,
people to be like, guilty.
It's always like, my guilty pleasure. I watched The Bachelor. Not guilty.
That's just your pleasure.
You're into The Bachelor. Fine.
right,
We
you
never
win.
Whoa,
need.
you are fired up.
Never need to.
Your face
what?
is turning red.
Everyone in here agree.
Fired up.
Standing ovation. That's fucking thank you. They agree.
Damn.
The horn?
Brrr.
No, the fucking together?
Oh, I
Not
like that.
necessary. You don't need to be guilty if you like cookies. You shan't ever feel guilty for enjoying The Bachelor. You're stupid, but you don't have to be guilty about it. It's simply a pleasure, or you've committed a crime and you're guilty. Never again shall the two touch. Guilty pleasure.
What's the opposite? Oh, I like that mashup. What's the opposite of pleasure? Like, what's the antonym? Pain?
Yeah, I guess so.
Should we add, since we're taking away guilty pleasure, add innocent pain?
Innocent
What would it
pain.
be for?
Innocent pain would be like your nail. You
My
kind of
nail.
liked it.
I kind of liked it, yeah.
Oh.
My innocent
It's just
pain.
a little bit of innocent pain.
See, that's a great thing because it describes specifically like that. Yeah, like it's like a bruise that you can't stop touching.
Yeah.
Like, it hurts technically, but I almost like it. Like if you're sore, you worked out for the first time in a long time.
An innocent pain, like a heartbreak, but just with like a crush, like someone who is already in a relationship. Like you have a crush on someone and you realize that they're not single, and you're like, oh, that's an innocent pain.
You never got to go down the road of actually caring, but you're like, oh, that would have been fun.
Yeah. But you're a little
like when we told you about Jared.
Yeah.
You know.
He could have eaten my fucking fingernail if he was here.
Yeah.
He would have eaten your fingernail.
Yeah, so also for the listeners, this was before the show. We were talking about Jared Watson, who's been on the show before, and he's in the Dirty Heads, and we were telling Allie all the disgusting things he used to do on tour. He would drink people's
blister
juice.
A
blister juice, or he put a Band-Aid in a shot glass and
John's
took a
toe Band-Aid.
sip. And I remember
he swallowed the Band-Aid.
He swallowed the
it's still in his body.
Oh my God. And then there was one time where someone had like a fucking lump on their back, and you guys sent alcohol off the lump into his mouth.
That was
who was that? Was Drew or someone?
I won't say his name, but we'll say his name was Crob Croth. Rhymes with Croth.
Oh,
who's our friend.
Okay.
And Cheese, our manager, had a humongous boil on his
boil.
And we were giving him whiskey luges off the boil.
But if it's over the boil, that's fine. Like, I don't care.
So gross.
Yeah, and we were telling Allie about this, but we were saying Jared did all these things, of which he did most, and she's all, where's Jared?
Yeah.
I like the sound of this
his attitude,
Jared.
yeah.
And then I told her that, he's married and has a kid, and she had an innocent pain.
An innocent pain. Yeah.
A little bit of an innocent pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Still going through it.
Yeah. So it's the show in the end is about feeling good.
Yeah.
And so, we talked some shit. Yeah, we fucking kicked Guilty Pleasure right in its ass.
We got pretty lit.
Oh, we lit up the whole pod scene with this chat.
Well, I could care less about all that. So, you know what? When you just throw in a punchline like that, Jay, it feels good.
You killed it. You killed it.
Speaking of feeling good,
you killed it, fam.
We've got some sponsors on this show, and these sponsors are lit. First of all, we have Koi CBD, an amazing sponsor. They have been with us since day one on this podcast. Great supporters of us, great company, great people. If you have not tried CBD products yet, people, you need to. If you're someone out there who is constantly taking pain pills because you've got achy bones and joints, give CBD a try. I think you're going to love the effects, and it's much healthier for you, and they have so many delicious flavors. I love right now the orange one. I'm all about the orange.
It's his guilty pleasure.
It's my guilty pleasure. I'm supposed to take one dropper. I take like 3 fucking droppers. I love this shit.
You little snapper turtle.
Are you getting faded off the CBD,
Dude,
my guy?
I take so much CBD.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shoot, it's almost fell.
Is that the one with no...
Can we do an instant... Can we do like a slow-mo on the
chair.
YouTube one?
We gave her a broken chair.
I fell into this last week.
Oh my God. And then you're like, we'll just give it to the guest.
Wow, you know what?
Wait, I want a slow-mo on the YouTube when this comes out. It's like a...
You're better than me. Don't do it.
You know what, though? Even if she would have fallen...
around so it doesn't happen.
Even if she would have fallen, we would have given her some CBD. She would have been fine. She would have felt great afterwards.
Gosh, darn it.
If you go to koicbd.com and you put in code DuddyB at checkout, you're going to get 20% off.
Wow.
Okay. That's right. That's a good fucking deal.
Oh, they were late on that one, but they're happy about it. Yeah.
Also, On It. Another amazing
Onnit.com.
company. We were talking about this earlier today, I think, before the podcast. The Alpha Brain pills. I take them every single day. And I'm remembering people's names.
Robert.
Hello, Robert.
I just remembered the name Duddy remembered.
Yeah.
I met the guy, dude. Yeah. Alpha Brain.
So, they have so many amazing supplements, so many amazing products for whatever you're looking for. If you're someone who works out a lot, they've got whatever it is you need. If you're someone who doesn't even work out a lot, they've got so many great products. Alpha Brain, for instance. You don't have to be working out to take Alpha Brain. And also another great product they have that I've been loving is they have these pills called the New Mood. Ooh. And it's for you take it in the evening time. They're not
Sounds like a Twilight movie.
Yeah, New Mood.
The fourth
Twilight
Twilight.
New Moon.
Yeah.
They're
no.
great though. They're not like sleeping pills. Like you're not going to pass out right when you take them, but it is nice. Like at the end of the day, you just, I take one. It kind of relaxes you at the end of the night while I'm just chilling, watching TV with the fam.
Walk through a club,
The
pop
actual
one in
fam?
someone's drink.
My fam, my
Literally,
actual fam, my literal
literally
fam.
the fam.
Yeah.
You know what Joel said when we tried to excommunicado? That's John Wick stuff.
like that, yeah.
I don't even know if that's a word. But Joel said, okay, here's my referendum on fam. He's all, what if he was Ghostface Killer?
Yeah.
You know who that is?
It's
Yeah.
Killa.
Killer. Yeah, I'm very white and 40.
Killer.
He's all, well, if Ghostface Killer says fam, that's cool.
Yeah,
but if
yeah.
anyone who's a shithead, and I was like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good.
I think he ended it with if someone that's cooler than you says,
Ghostface
"What's up,
has
fam?"
the
You're
fam
like,
pass.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghostface can call anyone fam.
Sorry to interrupt your read. Dude, New Mood.
what
Yeah, no,
the
I shit all over it. No,
fuck,
I
bro?
did, and I did. And what? They liked it. So that's why I keep doing it. But New Mood.
So New Mood, it's great. It's like I said, it just chills you out at the end of the day. Helps you relax at the end of the night, and then when you do fall asleep, it helps you sleep through the night. They got some great products. Onnit.com. That's 2 N's. ONNIT.com. And if you do a /Duddy at the end of that, 10% off.
Woo.
Boom.
Whammo.
Give me the thing.
Oh, fucking.
There it is. All right. Yeah. Woo. Everyone's so excited.
Hit the floor.
I don't know. Why not?
Okay.
Gave you a little. Yeah,
love
that was
that.
from episode 1.
Oh, okay.
It was a
You had to
story
do
about
that.
how
Throwing it in for nostalgia.
A stripper at a 2-story strip club. We were all there. She fell from the top onto her head, was knocked unconscious, dragged off stage, and the DJ fucking hit
Let the bodies hit the
for the
floor.
next song.
And another
joke.
stripper just came right out and started dancing, and the whole place went, woo!
Oh, that is legendary.
Real
Indiana.
thing.
Wow.
Indiana.
That's-
Hello,
Speaking
Kokomo,
of it,
Indiana.
So yeah,
How are
you had asked me if I had played any like town fairs or anything when you here, and I started to barely go into a story. But yeah, so we played a small like town fair in Indiana. This is way back in the day. This had to be at least 15 years ago, probably. And it was like a trailer park town. Is the only thing I could really explain it. It was like just a bunch of trailers.
That's a trailer park.
But it was like huge.
Like a
it was like a
town, a
community.
community. Oh,
it was
I
like
love
a
that.
community. And in the middle of this community, there was like this park, a field, and there was like a little wooden stage. Like you would picture like if you were watching a show from like a movie from the 60s and they were going to do a little talent show. This is what it looked like,
Sounds
right?
kind of awesome.
It kind of was in its own way. And I kid you not, no joke, next to the stage set up for us, they had a tent. But I'm not talking a tent like a canopy with chairs in it.
Oh, no.
A camping tent.
No.
One so small that you can't even stand in it. And they had it set up with some blankets laid
Green
in
room?
there. Like, if you guys want to chill in the tent, you can. And it was like a tent for like 3 people.
No.
Like a little tent. And it was crazy, but so we were playing like this was their town like fair, their annual town little fair. I guess they do it every year. I guess that would be annual. But and we fucking played it. This shit was crazy. I kid you not. At one point after we played, we just were running around out there with everyone drinking and having fun. And there was this dude that was following us, dude and his sister, and he was trying to pawn his sister off on us. This is my sister. You can do whatever you want to her. I swear, I kid you not. That was our thing for like many tours. That was like a thing for us. Yeah, it's my sister.
You do whatever y'all want.
You can do whatever you want to her.
Did you? So the Dirty Heads manager, Cheese, who's been on the show, he's from Indiana. Did you play this? Was this a Cheese
This was a
favor?
Cheese thing. Somehow
He
Cheese
wanted to be
set
mayor
this up.
of this town or some shit. He brought the dirt.
She's wanting to flex on the
Oh,
community.
dude, Cheese has done many amazing things for us in our lives.
Oh, yeah,
but
he's the
Cheese has
best.
also set us up for some pretty weird shit that, tends to sometimes be in his favor.
I mean, when a guy named Cheese is managing you, you have to expect a little bit of
Stuff.
Yeah.
You'd love Cheese.
He's
Oh, I
that way.
bet I
You would
do.
fucking love
I'm
him.
lactose intolerant, but I have a good feeling about this guy.
Well, his name is Cheese because when he was younger, he got hit by a Frito-Lay truck.
And he's a redhead
And
with a
he's
huge
red,
red beard.
Wow, I love
He's
him.
just like
yeah.
any
Is he married?
No.
Okay.
But he's definitely got
pretty
a
much.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Another innocent pain.
And dude, he doesn't care. You would fucking love Cheese. We
Hell
should
yeah.
work them both hard.
yeah,
We
yeah.
wouldn't even need to talk. We'd just scoot our chairs back and
Hell
the Cheese would say
yes.
gross shit back and forth. And
Yes.
we'll have Jared slide a vodka luge off something. It would be a good episode. But what about our segments that we talked about? Did you? So we do a segment, the scary story segment. And we talked to Allie before. She doesn't have a scary story.
No
Neither
scary
do I.
stories.
So you're in the same boat as me. I know. Duddy told us his scary story
Okay,
last episode.
You know what? I kind of got a story I can tell.
Well, you're going to do a second-hand story of someone else?
No. This is my story.
Another one for you.
This is a scary
And it's
story.
a scary story?
It's kind of scary. It doesn't really involve like a ghost or alien or nothing, but it's a cool story that's kind of
All right,
scary.
if you want to fucking
Let's
get
go.
creepy, I will
just
first
really-
play the drop.
Have you ever been scared? Welcome to the scary zone.
All right.
Wow.
That's the drop. So
Yeah.
fucking... They love it. Okay, get the fuck enough with you. And then tell the story.
So we were on tour. This is way back in the day because we were in a van still. So this had to be at least probably like 10 years ago, if not more. And I forget where we were. I want to say we were in the outskirts of like mid to northern California. And it's like 2 or 3 in the morning and we're just driving. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. And we're doing what we always do back then because there's nothing else to do when you're driving in a van for hours on end. We're just drinking and we're all getting pretty buzzed. And we come across this humongous, like creepy ass cemetery. A cemetery like you'd see like with the big statues, like the big fucking angel statues and all this shit, like super tall fucking, structures. And we're like, dude, we gotta go. Let's go walk through there and like smoke a joint and shit and just creep ourselves out. So we do that. We pull over and we go into the fucking cemetery in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night. And we're all walking around drinking and smoking. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna run off and I'm gonna fucking scare these fuckers.
Yeah.
Right? Thinking I'm the smartest guy in the world. So I run off to go hide. As I go run off to hide, they all notice that I'm doing that. They all sneak back. Give me that. They all sneak back to the van and drive away, leaving me in the cemetery
Oh my God.
by myself. So you think, okay, and they're just going to turn around and come back and get me. Well, what happens is they drive down the road further. The road becomes a very narrow, one-way lane with a cliff on one edge and a mountain on the other. And they're in a van and trailer. They cannot turn around. They can't turn around. And it's pitch black at like 3 a.m, so they can't like reverse on
Yeah.
this. So they're in a fucking predicament now. They're like, fuck, we left Duddy and we can't turn. They end up having to drive like 40 minutes.
Oh my God.
Before
No.
they got to a place to where they ended up having to take the trailer off, reverse the fucking van around,
my God.
pull the trailer around, rehitch it. I was out there for like 2 hours.
You thought
How
you
do
were
I not know this?
stranded.
2 fucking
Story.
hours. It got so long that I just started walking in the other direction because I didn't know what to do. So I just started walking down this road and I walked for like a good half an hour and I came up to like a little fucking gas station and I went to, and at this point I didn't have anything on me. My cell phone, everything's in the van.
Oh my God.
So I'm just walking. I get to a
Wow.
fucking gas station. I literally go into the gas station and asked, this is how long ago it was. I asked the clerk if I could borrow some change so I could use the payphone outside.
Wow.
And as I'm using the payphone to try and call somebody, the fucking van comes pulling up.
That
I'd have
is
been
fucking awesome.
Sweating.
Yeah.
That's hairy.
Yeah. And they were just like, we're so fucking sorry.
Oh, man.
Oh, that shit. Yeah.
Have you
Thanks.
ever been scared?
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah, I just was.
to the scary zone.
Thanks for the welcome. I'm here. Oh, good one, Duddy. Right out of your back pocket.
Yeah.
We had nothing. We
Yeah,
just
I
sat
had
back,
I'm
very
glad.
scared.
And the best part of that too
Very
is
scared.
once they drove away, like I saw what was happening, So and I wasn't even tripping at this point. I'm like, they're just gonna drive up and turn around. So then I'm still like yeah, I'm buzzed, So they drive away and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna hide right here. And when they get back, I'm gonna fucking scare them. So the best part is I was sitting there hiding for like 30
Just
minutes.
waiting, Yeah.
And then I was like, where the fuck are these guys?
I don't even want to scare them anymore.
Yeah, now I just want to get in the van. Like, what has happened? Yeah.
You go from fun mode to panic mode
Yeah,
very quickly.
Very quick.
Yeah.
After, I got, that happened.
Talk about a new mood.
Yeah, I needed the
Ooh,
new
you
mood
could have
right
used
then.
that.
On it.
Onit.com.
So, yeah.
Alpha Brain, it wouldn't have done much for you there.
No.
You would have just been on it.
Oh, man.
But, okay. We also asked you if you ever pooped your pants.
Yeah.
Right.
And you quickly said absolutely.
I feel like
I'm super
every
down to talk about
adult has.
It's a post-diaper shit,
You
we always
would
say.
think
But of
so.
course, I think you know that, so we've got a drop for that as well. And all aboard! Next up, Coopersville! Yeah!
Chugga, 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 choo choo, poo poo. I do have to make this quick because unfortunately I have to leave soon.
Yeah, she's
But,
got to get going. She has to babysit
like,
all the way up in
yeah,
LA.
but like all good pooping stories, this is very fast. I was in college before I dropped out. It's not the reason why I dropped out. I was pretty proud of this moment, but I was drinking a lot in college, and after a night of heavy whiskey drinking, I was in my dorm room on the couch wearing a nice little sundress. I'm going to school in San Diego. The weather's nice. I'm sweating because I drank way too much, and I had Chipotle, and classic mix up. You think you're gonna do a little tootie, and a lot more came out the booty, and it was a nightmare because at first I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, this feels different. And I immediately was like, oh no, the floodgates have opened.
Oh,
so I just immediately clench. I get up. I'm like scrubbing the couch, and I wiped it all up, put a towel over it. My roommate came home. She's like, why is there a random like small towel on the couch? And I was like, I have to be honest with you, I did shit my sundress, and
That's no longer a couch. That's now your toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That was it. Yeah.
Perfect. So many of these stories have started with a fart.
It
that
always
should
starts
have
with a
been,
fart.
You know?
It always starts with a fart.
Well, dude, you have a long drive, and we really want you to avoid traffic. So we'll just kick the old ouch, right?
Well,
you got to get going.
You want to plug?
Yeah,
How
I'm
do
going to
people
be,
find you?
you find me on my website, AllieMacofsky.com/shows. I also post everything on Instagram, which is not Allie Mac.
Not Allie Mac on Instagram.
Allie Mac.
All right.
Well, thank you for
And
coming.
Thanks for having
everybody,
me.
fucking listen to Resting Bitch.
Oh, that's
and
right.
It's on YouTube. Can you get it wherever podcasts are found? Or you
Yeah, you
strictly
can
do
get it
Of course you
everywhere.
can.
It's all over the
everywhere.
place.
Just go
I had my
download
dad on an episode, so listen to that one, Larry.
Nice.
Oh, there it is. We're
Episode
bringing it up.
25. Me and my dad, Larry.
Good old Lair Bear.
Good old Larry. Right
That's
on.
right. You've been fucking awesome. You're another Kill Tony alum, and we're so we love you guys every time you come on.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you so much for doing it,
Yeah.
Duddy. Anything?
Yeah, thanks everyone at Reamp. Thanks to Surf Roots for all the love. And as always, cutlassbrand.com. Go there, get some dope gear. And if you put in code FEELINGGOOD at checkout, 20% off. Boom.
Bam! Before I leave, dude, you can catch me live on Instagram. Snake Bushnell live, 7 a.m. Wednesday and Friday morning. The Morning Ride Show. Episode 241 coming up on Wednesday. Peace out!